Wealth is a state of mind. Mind is the master power that molds and makes. And we are mind. And evermore we take the tool of thoughts and shaping what we will. We think in secret, and it comes to pass. Our world is but our looking glass. James Allen, author of As You Think. The most common mistake we make is looking outside ourselves for what we can only find inside. Success is no exception. Just as the source of true happiness lies within each of us, all of us, success also comes from within. Call it what you like. The mentality of the rich, an attitude of success, prosperity consciousness. Success is the outward manifestation of an inner focus, the result of stirring thoughts toward a specific target. Unfortunately, most people are unaware of this. Most of the principles in the following chapters lead to a higher universal truth. The mind is capable of anything. Anything. Genuine wealth is, above all, a state of mind, a state that has taken form in the lives of the rich and successful. We have to begin by being rich in mind before we can become rich in life. Successful in mind before we can become successful in life. Gaining a clear understanding of the subconscious is fundamental. It's all very well to tell people that they must believe in success and fortune and want it passionately. Yet most people are paralyzed by bad experiences. They appear completely incapable of cultivating what Friedrich Nietzsche called the will to power. It's not at all easy to demand action and firmness from someone who is uncertain, indecisive, passive, and unmotivated. By discovering the mechanisms and power of the subconscious mind, however, anyone can overcome these obstacles. Our subconscious mind is limitless. We are the creators of our own happiness or misery. Truly understanding this statement can be our most important motivator. The key to success ultimately lies in the proper use of the subconscious mind. Both the means to make money and the outside circumstances affecting us are so varied and so personal that it would be impossible to propose a single surefire winning formula to create success. No miracle recipe exists. But there is a common theme through all success stories. This single, simple theme is a positive inner attitude. Analysis and research only go so far. And then our sixth sense, what some people call business sense or intuition, comes into play. The results of positive mental programming and a well-utilized subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is best represented by the image of the iceberg, the small visible part of the conscious mind, while the subconscious merge in the much larger part. The role of the subconscious in our lives is much greater than most of us understand. It's the seat of our habits, complexes, and the limitations of our personalities. No matter what we think, the subconscious, not outside circumstances, is responsible for an individual's success or failure. There are many ways we train our subconscious. One of the strongest ways is through our beliefs. Peter Senge, author of The Fifth Discipline, writes, most of us hold one or two contradictory beliefs that limit our ability to create what we really want. The more common is the belief in our to bring into being all the things we really care about. The other belief centers on unworthiness, that we do not deserve to have what we truly want. There are many ways by which the subconscious gets programmed. Cultures program the subconscious. Beliefs program the subconscious. It is well established, for example, that beliefs affect perception. If you believe that people are untrustworthy, you will continually see double dealing and chicanery that others without this belief would not see. So you will see, if you believe that people are untrustworthy, you will continue to experience untrustworthy people, or you will continue to see untrustworthy people, that people who don't think like that, they don't have that experience in their life. The subconscious can be compared to a computer. It blindly and infallibly executes the program fed into it. An appropriate term from the computer industry is GIGO, GIGO, garbage in, garbage out. Much of our programming from infancy onward has been negative garbage, coming straight from negative belief systems. In early childhood, our critical sense is still undeveloped, and we naturally accept all suggestions from the outside world. The program's database, so to speak, comes at first from parents and teachers, media, and peers. Their words become engraved in our young minds, which are as impressionable as a soft clay. A single word can blight someone's life, or at least weigh them down for a long time. Be conscious with your words. Be aware with the words you speak. This word may have been said without malice, but if it contains fear and negativity, the effects can be disastrous. A pessimistic mother, one day snapping in frustration, may tell a child she considers too impulsive or whimsical, quit dreaming, stop living in the clouds, who do you think you are? These remarks are recorded in the child's subconscious and becomes part of his or her mental programming. The job of the subconscious, which has almost limitless power, is to execute this program, making the child fail over and over again. So be aware with the words you speak of yourself and others. Be kind to everybody. You know how I say, love thy neighbor? You know what I'm saying? Be kind to everybody. And most importantly, be kind to yourself. The most tragic thing of all is that people who who have had this type of early conditioning can spend their entire life that they are the victims of negative mental programming. Words are extremely powerful agents. A declaration of love, a piece of bad news, a word of congratulations all have a major impact on our inner state. And the words don't even have to be true for the mind to accept them. Thomas Peters and Robert Waterman, authors of In Search of Excellence, describe an experiment that illustrates the power of words, even when those words are untrue. The old adage is nothing succeeds like success. It turns out to have a sound scientific basis. Researchers studying motivation find that the prime factor is simply the self-perception among motivated subjects that they are, in fact, doing well. So y'all can research that stuff for yourself. In Search of Excellence, Thomas Peters and Robert Waterman. You can get the book. And I'm pretty sure if you type all that in on YouTube, somebody got something on there to break it down real fast for you. Whether they are or not by any absolute standard doesn't seem to matter much. In one experiment, adults were given 10 puzzles to solve. All 10 were exactly the same for all subjects. They worked on them, turned them in, and were giving the results at the end. Now, in fact, the results they were given were fictitious. Half of the exam takers were told that they had done well, with 7 out of 10 correct. The other half were told that they had done poorly, with 7 out of 10 wrong. Then all were given another 10 puzzles, the same for each person. The half who had been told that they had done well in the first round really did do better in the second, and the other half really did do worse. Mere association with past personal success apparently leads to persistence, higher motivation, or something that makes us do better. The result of this experiment is worth some thought. The subjects' subconscious minds were influenced by the falsified results. Perception alone radically improved one group's performance and weakened the others. A little further on, the same authors advanced the following theory as a result of this experiment. We often argue that the excellent companies are the way they are because they are organized to obtain extraordinary efforts from ordinary human beings. What applies to businesses certainly applies equally to individuals. Their secret, a well-guided subconscious mind. In addition to parents, teachers, and friends who clumsily express negativity without realizing the harmful impact they have, there is another very important programming agent as well. The individual, you, me. All of us have our own inner monologues that program us constantly, every day, every second, all the time. We repeat to ourselves, nothing ever works out for me. I'm always tired. What am I doing with my life? I'm not appreciated enough. I'm not good enough. It's so hard to succeed. I never have enough time. I wasted so much time. Don't that sound bad? Like, listen to that. Like, why are you talking to yourself like that? Don't that sound like the list is endless? These negative, pessimistic thoughts that we repeat to ourselves more or less consciously influence or reinforce the current program. So the good thing is you can always set yourself on a new track. But They don't have to stay in our consciousness. When we reach adulthood, we can take responsibility for our own belief systems. No programming has to be permanent. Any negative programming can be turned around. How? Through the power of even a single affirmation that effectively counteracts the negative programming. Also feeling good too. Just feeling good, being grateful for things, not faking it, truly feeling good. What's up, Anumi? Truly feeling good, like, cause you can't fake that you feeling good to yourself. You can try it, but you're gonna always feel that tension because you're faking. So what you can do is say, ask yourself why I'm feeling like this. Ask yourself how can I feel better, and you'll come up with ideas. But most of the time, when you feeling down, sad, and stuff like that, most of the time it's because you're not doing something that you usually like something that you like to do, and in other cases, it's because you trying to grab something outside of yourself and and fill a void that you haven't filled yet for yourself. So, but what can help you feel better, no matter what, is just doing stuff you like. Like I'm just so depressed. I'm just so sad. I don't know what to do. Do what you like. It's that simple. You don't have to go. You don't have to go to school for 45 years to know this. Just do what you like. Do the stuff that make you smile. Do stuff that make you feel good. Even when you by yourself, ain't nobody around. If you like to be around people, do that. But remember, be around people who speak well. The power of affirmations, the power of self-suggestion. How can we acquire a mentality that will produce favorable circumstances and attract success? There are a wide variety of methods available, all based on some form of self-suggestion. These methods have a number of different names: mental programming, positive thinking, affirmations, self-hypnosis, psycho-cybernetics, the alpha method. Also, something that help you feel really good too is meditating. But you got to really do it. You got to sit there and get your mind to focus on one thing and one thing only. It could be some people good at visualization. They can see stuff when they close their eyes. They can see the whole world just like almost just like this. And some people, you can use sound, you can use feeling, you can use thoughts. You don't have to necessarily see it. You could focus on one thought, and whenever your mind starts to drift off, just come back to that one thought, and then after a while, you're gonna get this feeling, and you're gonna feel it, and it's gonna feel so good. All of these techniques have been proven to be effective. Both authors of this book have experienced wonderful results by using a simple formula or affirmation developed by a famous French pharmacist, Emile Coué, or Emily Coué, or whoever what's that name is. Coué's discovery was accidental. One day, one of his clients insisted it was accidental. Accidental. One day, one of his clients insisted on buying a drug for which he needed a prescription. He had no prescription, but still stubbornly demanded the drug. Coué thought up a trick. He recommended a product that he said was just as effective, but was actually only a sugar pill. The patient came back a few days later, completely cured and absolutely delighted with the results. What was later called the placebo effect had just been discovered. What had happened to this patient? It was essentially the same phenomenon that had occurred in the experiments in search of excellence. except the book I was just talking about earlier, except the magical, effective words of confidence and of the subconscious had acted on the physical rather than the intellectual level. This patient was cured by his confidence in the pharmacist and in the medication, as well as by the mental certainty that he was going to be well. It didn't take Cool long to realize the significance of this experiment. If a word could cure an ailment, what could it do to someone's personality? In the next few years, he developed an extremely simple formula, one that involved no sugar pills, simply words. It has been applied throughout the world and has improved the lives of thousands of individuals. The formula is actually a simple self-suggestion. Since Koo couldn't stay at all of his patients' bedsides or stay in contact with them, the patients could cure themselves using the formula, which consisted of these words: every day in every way, I am getting better and better. Koo advised people to repeat this sentence aloud in a monotone voice at least 20 times a day. You can do that in your meditation. You could just don't talk because you're meditating. So you don't want to be meditating saying stuff unless you get your team to turn on, your nominate call. But it's different meditations. What I'm saying, so if you new to this stuff and you want to learn how to feel good, you just been having a bad day, people been getting on your nerves, your job's been stressing you out, the kids, the dog, the cat, the rat, the bat, everything that's been killing you, you just like, I don't know what to do. Just sit down. You don't have to, it's simple. You don't have to be so complex. You don't have to do all this and throw your legs up and throw a gang sign. You don't have to do that. Just sit down, breathe, let your body relax. Take deep breaths. Let your body relax. Take deep breaths. Let your body relax. Once your body start to relax, you gonna know. Your mind gonna be on fire though, especially if you've never done this before and you just always talking in your head. Your mind gonna be just. So do it when it's quiet. Do it when all the kids sleep. Do it when you're alone. Nobody's gonna disturb you. So once you get relaxed, that's when you start saying whatever. Like when I meditate, sometimes I say love, or I imagine a green heart in my mind's eye, and I say love, but not with my mouth. And I keep saying love, 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 because I'm focusing on love, right? Now, while I'm focusing on love, my mind starts thinking about chicken wings. It starts thinking about that check I'm gonna get. It starts thinking about if somebody calling my phone. It started thinking about, man, I gotta do all this stuff. I gotta get ready for tomorrow. Now, I gotta just stop. Love, love, love. And your mind goes, love, love. That's the focus they talking about, right? Now, you do that. You can do that with anything, whatever. Stay focused. And you're going to feel it, what I'm talking about. You're going to feel something, and it's going to feel very wonderful. Cool advised people to repeat this sentence aloud in a monotone voice at least 20 times a day. Every day in every way, I am getting better and better. Countless variations on the formula have been conceived. We can each concoct our own according to our needs and personality. The effects are as astounding. This general formula, this simple affirmation, embraces all aspects of our lives and has limitless possibilities. The golden rule of self-suggestion is repetition. So this should be repeated daily throughout the day to have the best effect. And wish only, I ain't gonna talk about that right now. A relaxed state where the subconscious is most receptive to new information is the best, though not essential, but the best. It makes the process effective much more quickly. However, you are naturally in a relaxed state after meditation, upon awakening, or at bedtime, or relaxation can easily be self induced. To do this, lie down or seat yourself comfortably in an armchair and close your eyes. Inhale deeply several times, then relax each separate part of the body, beginning with the feet, ankles, legs, and on up to the head. You must literally flood your subconscious with your new formula, little by little. A new program will set in, and a new personality will emerge. Negative reinforcement will give way to positive reinforcement, to enthusiasm, energy, boldness, and determination. Don't be put off by the simplicity of this method, as were many of Kuhl's contemporaries, who refused to believe that such a simple technique could be effective. As the authors of this book, we are living proof this technique is effective. Try it several times a day for at least a month and see the results for yourself. And it's free. Ain't nobody trying to scam you. You can just practice it. Many successful people, when faced with adversity, have subconsciously resorted to this technique or others like it. Whether confronted by problems or on the threshold of a new adventure, they learn to condition or reprogram themselves by repeating the ideas that they would reach success, that no obstacle would hinder their attempts, that their visions would certainly become reality. The cumulative results of all our inner programming is our self image. Despite our conscious efforts to create a self image, each of us has only a vague idea of the one we actually project. We have an even more vague idea of the role self image plays in our lives. It's important to understand this because people are what they believe themselves to be. Everything in our lives, including our wealth, joy, and physical shape, is directly proportional to our self image, directly influenced by our self image. Peter Senge adds another important point. Ultimately, what matters most in developing the subconscious is the genuine caring for the desired outcome, the deep feeling of it being the right goal toward which to aspire. The subconscious seems especially receptive to goals in line with our deeper aspirations and values. According to some spiritual disciplines, this is because these deeper aspirations input directly to or are part of the subconscious mind. His words are worth pondering. And do what you like. That's what I'm saying. Because then you won't feel like, is this the right thing to do? You know it's the right thing to do because you feel good doing it. And it's healthy. It's not destructive. It can help other people too. It can help uplift people, or it could be a service to people. Picture your success, imagine it clearly. What do you want? What does your version of success look like? You are unique. You have a unique definition of success, and success can only come through your unique vision. Those who see themselves as nothing but lowly employees who can't imagine ever being able to scale the corporate ladder will stay in lowly positions. There's no way I can double my income in a year. If this is what we believe, life proves us right. We establish our goals according to our self-image. They smooth, ain't they? You see how they keep doing the same stuff. They keep saying the same words on repetition. They some smooth criminals. We always establish our goals according to our self-image. It's therefore just as hard for us to fail as to succeed. And it's just as easy for us to succeed as it is to fail. A new self-image produces a new goal, and a new goal results in a new life. In her powerful book, Creative Visualization, Shakti Gawan writes, creative visualization is the technique of using your imagination to create what you want in your life. All successful people pictured themselves successful before achieving their dreams, no matter how poor they were in the beginning, no matter how little education they had, no matter how many few contacts they had. All of them pictured themselves successful. They became convinced they would be successful. Life answered their dreams in accordance with their self-image and the faith they had in their success. So that's another one is faith. So you gotta feel successful. You gotta have faith because time's gonna come where you be like, man, I don't know. So you gotta have faith. But if you practice this stuff, what I'm saying, the meditation, yes, yes indeed. If you practice this stuff, you won't feel that no more. You won't feel like you will have faith, so it won't come to that point. Even when it comes to that point, people gonna be looking at you like you crazy because they're gonna be like, why are you so calm? Why are you so peaceful? Why are you so happy when you just lost everything? Right? So you're gonna get it. You're gonna feel good. Second nature with practice. Because of this direct correlation between your self-image and what life offers you, it's extremely worthwhile to work on your self-image so that every day in every way you are getting better and better. This affirmation does wonders for your self-image. You can change your self-image at any time according to your aspirations. So it ain't no mistakes. It's not no wrong way to go. You just doing things and experiencing things. You're going to find it. That's how you find out what you love, because some of us have things that we love that we don't even know we love. Some of us have talents that we don't even know we have. And you can't find that stuff if you sit in one spot. So you got to move around. You got to try this. You got to try that. You got to do that. This leads to that, and that leads to that. In the beginning, when you start reprogramming yourself and shaping a new self-image, you will inevitably be influenced by your old image. The devil. No, this is completely natural. Change takes place in gradual stages, but you will eventually develop a new self-image, and it will produce new goals. And new goals will inevitably change your life for the better. Experience has shown that to be fully effective, self-suggestions or affirmations should be brief. If they are too long, they will be less effective. And too positive, which is absolutely essential. The subconscious works differently from the conscious mind. If you say, I am not poor anymore, the word poor might be subconsciously retained because it is the key word. So what's that Bible verse? Let the weak say, I am strong. I'm not weak anymore. I am strong. I am abundant. I am prosperous. I am wealthy. Do this stuff by yourself too, because people be tripping. They gonna looking at you like, what? What he on? What's so and so on over here with all this? He keeps saying this stuff over and over again. So do your thing, but remember, you can always talk in your head. That's another beautiful thing about this experience is that you not the body, you in the body. You see through the body. You can even think in here to yourself, and nobody can know what you are thinking. If you say I'm not poor anymore, the word poor might be subconsciously retained because it is the key word. Repeating the statement with the negative word could produce the opposite results of what you want. You have to take a positive yet gradual approach. Some authors write that you must formulate your suggestions as if you already have what you desire. I am now rich. This could be counterproductive in some cases. However, because your conscious mind might see a contradiction here. Mental conflict because you put the time in there. You said now. So I get it. You don't have to say now. Just be in the now, which means be in the moment, which means enjoy life all the time. That's what that means. Enjoy life all the time. See, how you gonna enjoy life all the time while there's crazy stuff going on? Okay, hold on. Because your conscious mind might see a contradiction here. Mental conflict could arise to compromise the positive results of the suggestion. If you repeat, I am now rich, or my job is perfect, at least some part of your mind will naturally sense the inconsistency, especially if you're broke or out of work. They just do it. In your opinion, it's better to say, I am getting more and more successful day by day, or I am creating a perfect job. You can say that too. You can say that too, especially if you're just a beginner, like if you just getting into this stuff, because it's gonna feel strange. It's gonna feel weird. You've been thinking all your life a certain type of way. Now you reprogram it. Your body gonna feel weird too. Even your body's gonna feel weird. Like you gonna start feeling something like, what's all this stuff I'm feeling? Like you changing. Okay. But see, I'm gonna read Neville's book too, and Neville basically says now. He don't say now. What Neville basically says is think as if it already happened while feeling like, am I saying this right? What he's basically saying is think and feel as if it is happening right now. As if it already happened. If that makes sense. Okay. So for instance, if you want a new car, imagine yourself, feel yourself, visualize yourself driving a new car as if you're driving it now. And when you're done visualizing, and when you go back to your natural state, as if it already happened. Like that. So if you feeling it, it's more potent because now you got the feeling and the thinking, and now you got the masculine, and I said now you got the masculine and the feminine working together. So it's more potent instead of trying to use just one or the other. Because some of us are good at manifesting things since birth. All of us are, because this is what we do naturally. What I mean is some of us are good at feeling good naturally. Some of us are naturally positive people. We have always been, but people try to make it seem like we was pushovers and we was weak. We didn't have no backbone. We just naturally being positive people. So it's easy for us to manifest things, and people be like, well, why come everything always work out for you? I don't know, but now I know. Now I get it. See, because I'll naturally feel good. Even when shit happen, even when bad things happen, I'm like, dang, that's messed up that happened. Serious about it. Really feel for it. It's messed up to happen. And then I'm back to feeling good again. I'm back to laughing again, joking again, playing again, learning again, going through life again, the mundane stuff. It's important to find the affirmation that feels positive and empowering for you. Affirmations guarantee success. We know this from experience. Even starting with a mechanical and barely convincing repetition of your words have some effect. The more emotion and feeling you put into your suggestion, however, the better the results will be. Don't impose limitations on your affirmations. Your potential is extraordinary. As Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's, said, think big and you will become big. That's what I'm saying. Some of us naturally positive people, and we always have been, but some of us think positive, but we struggle with our feelings. We don't understand our feelings. We're not really emotionally intellectual. We're not really emotionally aware. And then some of us feel good with our feelings, but our thoughts is you got all these negative thoughts. So it can go both ways, and it can still work out for you because you just naturally feel good. But once you get to the point where you can focus on feeling good, no matter what's going on, you just like, I see everything, I see it. You gonna, it's like boom, boom, bop, 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 right? But like I said, it's not about the manifestation. It's about the growth. It's about the transformation. See what I'm saying? It's about the rebirth. That's what it's about. Because you're not even gonna want this stuff anymore. I never did want this stuff. If you go back and watch some of my old videos, I used to talk about money like we don't need this shit. I never cared for this stuff. But now, what I care about is my mind. What I care about is my heart. That's what it's about. That's why when I say I'm a millionaire, it's about my mind and my heart. It's not about the money. It's about I am going to practice this. I am going to apply this to my life and see what happens on the way to being a millionaire. Because I must have to go through transformations. I must have to go through changes. I must have to go through all these things that I may be afraid of, that I may be unaware of. But I'm willing to go, and I'm gonna go happily. It's a happy journey. It's not like, oh man, I'm so nervous, even though I might be nervous. It's still a happy journey because I got a goal in mind, and my goal is my mind and my heart. Because when we die, when we leave, that's what you have. You have your consciousness, and you have the heart light as a feather. So you can go, you can do things, you grow. You see what I'm saying? You grow, evolution. Now you can experience more things beyond the earthly realm, unless you just want to come back here. The choice is yours. But the point is, if you can make your mind strong, when you leave here, you get to keep that. You don't get to keep the house and the car and the wife and the husband. You see what I'm saying? You don't get to keep the money in the bank account and the stocks and bonds and them Nikes and them Jordans and them stilettos, clumps, and the club. No, but you don't get to keep that stuff. But what you get to keep is your mind and your heart light as a feather, because you have let this stuff go. You let all this material stuff go. See what I'm saying? So don't let the title confuse you. You let all this material stuff go. Just like Reverend Ike. When I first heard Reverend Ike, I ain't like him. I was like, he told this dude talking about Jesus and stuff. But I ain't even listening. I just heard Jesus and ran away. See what I'm saying? But now when I said I'm gonna listen to this man, because this man keep popping up. So I didn't hear what he got to say. I'll listen to him. I'm like, he sounds just like me. And then and then Neville Goddard, he keep popping up. I'm like, he sounds just like me. Okay, boom, let me study this stuff. And it's all in alignment with my desire. My desire is to be wealthy, financially free, abundant, prosperous. Yes. And then when I die from here, I don't care. I don't care about that money, but you best believe I'm having fun with it. You best believe I'm going to enjoy it until it's time for me to go. And when it's time for me to go, I can smile and say I did the best I could to get my mind to where I feel like it needs to be at this point in time. I did the best I could to let everything go. All the hurt, all the pain, all the suffering, all the crying, all the anger, all the frustration, all the anxiety, all the depression, even all the good stuff. I let it all go. It's time to say goodbye, peace and love. And that's it. It's time for you to leave the earth. But you got something that you get to take with you. And you learn so much. So, in 20 years, I'm going to be, I don't know. See what I'm saying? I don't know, but I know it's a good thing. I know it's a great thing that I do know. Summary and recommended action. To sum up this chapter, these are the ways to imprint powerful change in your life. 1. Write down your version of success in the form of an affirmation that is particularly powerful for you. An example might be, I now have an annual income of such and such amount of money. Or, I am creating the perfect job for myself. This simple act will have a great impact on you, giving your thoughts more power and authority. It becomes a springboard for change. Never lose sight of your affirmation. Focus. It is your formula for success. Leave it in a place where you will see it regularly and continue to affirm it regularly. Get a poster or something, put it on your wall next to your bed or something. Another way to imprint powerful change is to repeat single words frequently. For example, many successful people share their following characteristics. They are persistent, enthusiastic, energetic, confident, imaginative, diligent, bold, intuitive, persuasive, authoritative, fun-loving, positive, astute, dependable, daring, relaxed, calm, peace. Because some people get it twisted. When you cool and calm, some people, they gonna underestimate you. Pick a word that describes a characteristic you want to strengthen in yourself, and repeat the word throughout the day, or affirm, I am such and such. This is a very effective technique. 3. Make a list of the qualities you would like to develop more fully. Using or adding the list to the list above. Choose the qualities you need to work on the most. Work on one at a time, starting with your weakest. Feel how much stronger you soon become. 4. Affirm to yourself repeatedly. Every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. Peace out. Love. Have a nice day. I'll see y'all next time, my friends.